Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a generic food stand. And by the way, this thing is quite customizable. Not only can you change what your stand sells, so this one sells watermelon, and I'm not sure why it does because there's actually a furnace and a grill here. I'm not sure why you'd need that for the watermelon, but hey, maybe you want piping hot cooked watermelon on a nice summer's day. But you can also change the color of the roof. So this is an orange and a white roof, but if you want to, you can change it to a burgundy and white roof. Plus, we've also changed what is sold here. On the sign, it quite clearly states that this one sells meat. And if you don't like this one, you can change it to something that looks a little bit like this. This is my personal favorite one. If you just use wool, you can easily change the colors, and I really like how bright and shiny this one looks in comparison to the others, but it's completely up to you. And by the way, not only can you build these things in public parks, but they work pretty much anywhere. In a town, a city, even at weirder places like if you had like a water park or a stadium or anywhere that food would be, you can just throw in one of these little stands here. It'll take you no time whatsoever and you'll have a pretty cool build on your hands. Check out the card system, check out the description below, and you'll find a few playlists that you guys will find loads and loads of videos in that I think that you'll really want to check out. My real world buildings playlist and my part builds playlist, I think that you guys would love those. Comment down below if you do want to see some more little builds like this. Let me know what they might be, or anything in general, let me know. Follow me on Twitter, you can do the same thing there, at TSMC 360, but I've been talking for ages now, so why don't we actually build one of these cute little stands? So if you want to make it, here's what you're going to need. Grab yourself some block of coal, some oak wood stairs, grab stone slabs, oak wood fence, furnaces, cauldrons, wooden trapdoors, and some weighted pressure plates. Plus, we'll need everything that's in the inventory as well. If you like, you can change these two colours, the white and the purple, to any colour or material that you'd like, plus you can do the same thing with all of the woods. Change them to how you actually want the stand to look like. Plus, if you want to change the theme of the stand, this is going to be a cake stand, then feel free to change that as well. But once you have each one of these materials, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm going to be making it right here. And by the way, you don't have to have this dug out into the floor. This is just to make sure that I actually like the placement of this. Well, once you've figured out where you want to make it, you want to kick this off with a block of coal on the ground. Go right of that coal by one of the oak wood stairs, and make sure the stairs are upside down. Going right of that, place a cauldron. Right of that, do an upside down oak wood stairs. Right of that, a block of coal. Behind the block of coal, place a furnace facing inwards. Then behind that, a block of coal. Going right of the block of coal, do two oak wood slabs, that's 1, 2. Then do a wooden trapdoor, still going right. Then place a block of coal. Then, connecting the front to the back, place an oak wood slab. Like this. Place a stone slab on top of each one of the blocks of coal. On top of the stone slabs, place two oak wood fence. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Place on the front two upside down stairs, and the only upside down stairs that are, I suppose, on the stand, place a weighted pressure plate on top of them. We then want to get rid of the block of coal and the weighted pressure plates, the wooden trapdoors, the cauldron, the furnace, and even the oak wood fence. We don't need that stuff anymore. Grab yourself your two colours, so the white wool and the purple wool. Also grab daylight sensors. You'll also want the buttons now. Also grab signs, and you can also take out the glass and the, well, unfortunately we don't have room for it. I was going to say the orange carpet. Well, what we now want to do is we want to take buttons and place them on the outer parts of the blocks of coal. This thing originated as a moving food stand, so those are supposed to be wheels, just in case you're wondering. Place a sign in front of the cauldron. The sign can say anything that you want. My personal favourite thing in the entire world is food, so I'm going to have a big elongated food for the sign. Perfect. My favourite thing. Then on top of the cauldron, I'm going to place a daylight sensor, because that's supposed to look like a grill. This only makes sense with certain foods. I mean, this one's going to be cake. Do you put cakes on grills? I don't know. Maybe it can even be a heater. You can remove that if you like and put something else on top of it. It's up to you. Well, what we now want to do is we want to place a white stained glass on top of the furnace. And preferably, we'd like to place a carpet on top of that. The colour of carpet is your choice, but that's supposed to be a jar. what we can also do whilst we are messing about down here is we can take out the flower pots, place a flower pot on the very left-hand side of the stand and on the back somewhere, it doesn't matter where. What we now want to do is we want to do the roof. So the roof is comprised of two materials, which I'm going to move closer together, and I'm using white wool and purple wool because why not? I like the colours. And on top of the very front left-hand corner oak wood fence, I'm going to place a white wool. Then right of that, I'm going to place a purple wool. Then a white, purple, white coming across. Then below and in front of the row that I've just made, I'm going to do the same row in front and, well, below. So in front of the white, white, purple, white, purple, white, like that. I'm then going to take each one of those colours and I'm going to extend them backwards by 2 until they come backwards and kind of just sit on top of the fence posts. Then one row below and behind that row that I've just made, I'm going to have the same row, like this. So in total, we'll end up with something that should look a little bit like that, and that looks pretty cool if you ask me. We can then pretty much get rid of everything, and what I'm now going to grab is I'm going to grab some item frames and cake. I'm going to place an item frame right slap bang in the front centre of our lovely stand and place a cake in it. Doesn't that look great? There we have a cake stand. Perfect. And that is pretty much the stand, guys. Fully customizable. You can even elongate it if you want to. Make it bigger, make it smaller. I wouldn't suggest making it smaller, actually, but you definitely could. You could knock off a block or so, if you actually wanted to. Change it how you will. Colours, shape, design, up to you. But this tree is absolutely doing my head in. But this is what it ends up looking like, and I think that it's a pretty cool design, very easy to make, and it really does fit in a variety of different builds. I mean, you might even want more of them, by the way. I've had 3 of them so far in my park. I don't think that I'll add any more at the moment, but I might just add them sparingly around the park, and it'll definitely improve things. And you don't have to add them to a park, a city, or a stadium, or a town, or anywhere that it makes sense to have food would absolutely work. So hopefully you guys do like this design, just a quick, easy little build. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy the video, please give this video a like. I'd really appreciate it. I honestly would. Let me know, what else should I make in the future? Just comment that down below, or do the same thing on Twitter, at TSMC 360. Check out the card system, check out the description below, and not only will you find 2 awesome playlists, I'm only going to link you to my park builds playlist, which will show you how to make. And this takes a really long time because the park is getting extraordinarily bigger. It will show you how to make absolutely everything that you can see in the park. Plus, I'll also include a link to my real world buildings playlist, which is difficult to say, and it will show you how to make loads and loads of stuff if you are working on a city. But thank you very much for watching. I hope that you really did enjoy it, and I will see you in the next video.